Hello everyone, welcome back to the 2018 Granny Square Crochet Along. Today we're making Waffle Love. This is, it has a look similar to the waffle stitch in that we have these raised front post stitches. So we've called it Waffle Love, and yeah, it's such a simple, easy square to make up. You have 2 row repeats, and that's it. Nice and simple. It's a good one if you want to do colour changes and things in your rows. So let's see how we're going to make this. So I'm just going to use one colour yarn today rather than more than one. And just get our yarn. Okay, so to start this square, you want to chain 26. Now, if you make them evenly and loosely, I will show you a technique of going into these and making them look a little neater than usual. So, 26 chains. Okay, now... Okay, so we're going to work into the second chain from the hook and do a single crochet. Now, usually when we work into a chain, we will go under one loop, one strand, or we will go under 2 strands, okay? Now, and that leaves us with a strand or 2 at the bottom, which is fine, and it works for just about everything. But we can end up with a row that looks a little bit loose. So the other way is to turn it over and look at that back bump. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3 strands, this middle one, which is kind of like a bump at the back. Go into there and do your single crochet. This is in the second chain, okay? And do your single crochet. And you are left still with 2 strands at the front and nothing a bit loose and baggy. So we've done a single crochet in the second chain, and then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to skip 2 chains, so 1, 2, and then we're going to do a single crochet in the third chain. So I'm going to show you that again. So turn, find that back bump and do your single crochet into there. Now, you can just do this as you usually would, that's absolutely fine. I'm just showing you a different way because this is potentially a short video. I thought it was a good opportunity to show you that technique. So if you see here at the front, you've still got a nice neat row of chains. Okay, so all the way along you're going to do this. You're going to chain 2, and then you're going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and work into the third one. So again, slightly turn and work into that bump, doing your single crochet. Okay, so all the way along, chain 2, skip 2, and do a single crochet in the third chain along. Whichever way you prefer to do your single crochets in that chain is fine, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, here we go. You should have 9 single crochets now. 1 in the beginning, 1 in the end, and then 7 along. So row 2. Row 2, we are going to chain 3. Now this chain 3 doesn't really count as anything. Turn your work, and then you're going to put 3 double crochet into that first single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to go straight across and put 3 double crochet in the next single crochet, and you are going to do this all the way along. 3 double crochet in each single crochet, including your very last one. And here we go. So you should have 27 double crochet plus your initial chain 3. Simples. So row 3, you are going to chain 1, turn your work and do a single crochet in that second double crochet, so the middle double crochet, and then you are going to all the way across until you get to your last set of 3 double crochet. You are going to chain 2, and then you're going to do a back post single crochet. So a back post single crochet all into your middle double crochet of each set, into your middle second one. Okay, so a back post single crochet. So pop your hook from the back to the front between your first and second stitch. Go over that stitch and between the second and third, and that pushes your stitch to the back. The post of this stitch is at the back, so back post. And then yarn over and pull through and complete your single crochet as usual. Okay, and it just pushes this post of that stitch to the back. So chain 2, move over to the next set, pop your hook from the back to the front, over the post of that stitch, and then from the front to the back, having that post at the back, yarn over, pull through, do your single crochet, chain 2. I'll show you once again. So from the back to the front, in between those first 2, over the post of that middle stitch, and then back through between the second and third stitch. The post is at the back, yarn over, pull through, and do that single crochet. Okay, so it's just popping those, pushing those middle stitches to the back. So chain 2, and once more, go on once more, back to front and front to back. Do single crochet. So complete that for the next 3, and then in the last, actually let's just do it all together, shall we? Okay, so chain 2, let's just do it together. Back post around that middle stitch again, chain 2, back post single crochet on that next one, chain 2, back post single crochet on that next one, chain 2, and now on this last one you're just going to do a regular single crochet in that middle stitch, a regular single crochet, just like at the beginning you had a regular single crochet in that first one. We're going to have a regular single crochet in this last one, and then in your chain 3 find that top chain and you are going to just do a slip stitch, and that finishes your row off nicely. So you've got this kind of ridge now at the back where you've got your single crochets, and you'll find out how that looks when we turn it over. So turn your work over, chain 3, and then we're going to do more sets of these 3 double crochets. So you're going to go into that first single crochet and do 3 double crochet. Straight over to the next single crochet and do 3 double crochet. And then straight over to the next one and do 3 double crochet. Do that all the way along, right up to the last one, do 3 in the very last one as well. And once again you have 27 double crochet plus your initial chain 3. Okay, I'll see you at the end. And there we go. This is working out so lovely and it's so simple. If I turn it over now, you can see you've got these posts coming further forward. You can see it's starting to work up beautifully into a similar style to the waffle stitch, but without having like the actual squares that waffle has. But beautiful, beautiful. So now all you're going to do is chain 3, and you're going to repeat that row of clusters again. So you're going to do 3 double crochet in your first, single crochet, and then 3 in the next, 3 in the next, 3 in the next, all the way along. And then when you've got to the end, you will chain 1, turn your work, do a single crochet into the second, double crochet and chain 2, and then you'll do your back post all the way along, just as you've done. So you're just going to repeat those 2 rows, keep going until you have your square up to size. Now, this one I made here, you can probably tell there is a border on here. I don't know, it came up a bit smaller than usual, so I just put a half double crochet border onto mine. I just went all the way around, and then I did 3 half double crochets in each corner stitch, and that was all I did to that one, differently to the pattern. So you'll know from the size across of this if this is 6 inches. If it isn't 6 inches across and you want to make it slightly wider, you could just add another 3 chains and do one more set of 3 double crochet, and that would work just as well. So I'm going to leave you to continue working on this, and I will continue working on mine, and then I'll show you it at the end. And here we go. So I've done 8 rows of double crochet, and I've finished with the row of double crochet, but of course you could finish with the row of the single crochet back posts, whichever you prefer. You can see that it's still a little small. I might need to just put a tiny border around there, but I love this square. It's pretty much reversible, whichever side you like best, really. I kind of like this side, but if you turn it over, you've got these kind of really cool ridges and steps. It's such a cool square. Love it. Love it. And it would be a really good texture for a dishcloth, actually. A nice bit of scrubby texture for a washcloth or a dishcloth. So yeah, there we go. So this is the Waffle Love Square, and I do rather love it. So if you found this useful and helpful, this tutorial, then please click that like button and give us a thumbs up, and click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'd love to see the photos in our Facebook group of what you've done with this square. It'd be lovely in some multicolour rows. So there we go, the Waffle Love Square. And until next time, just keep hooking and don't let your tea get cold.